Hello, hello out there, my empowered value warriors. How are we stewarding? What are we doing with what God has given us on this most wonderful time of the year? Oh my God. Day 16, December 16th. We have gone through 15 days, y'all, and this is the 16th day. We're doing good. If you don't feel you're doing, I'm doing good because I was not sure I'd be able to keep up with the pace. But we're here and we're grateful and we're thankful because we get to celebrate Jesus. We get to make some money. We get to make some people happy. And we get to do what God has called us to do. And we're doing it well. And that's what it's all about as stewards of everything God has given us and everything we will do for Him. Okay, December 16th was today. I hope you're going to the website. I have it out there for you so you have no excuse. Today is our family Christmas baking challenge. It's the family Christmas baking challenge. And I went through the challenge together. Well, every year we do this, but we do it more like the Christmas Eve or whatever. But I said, let me do this a little earlier on. So to get people to come together. This whole thing is to bring you, that you build traditions where you're bringing your family together. You're giving to others. You're blessing others. You're taking the focus off of you. And you're making this about a celebration of Jesus and everything He's done and the love He came to give. And you're sharing that with someone else as well. So I said, we got to put a family Christmas baking challenge. You can make whatever you want. Some people do big things with these challenges. They make cook-offs with each other. They take it to another notch where get creative, almost like a chopped on Food Network type of thing, and they do big things with it. So you make it what you want, but it's the Christmas baking challenge, and we're putting it out there for you to make it what you want and to enjoy your family. The whole thing is to bring the family together to do great things. I did a little bit of baking. I started a little baking early, got some things done that in preparation for next week. So that's one thing. That's one of the reasons I was kind of happy because I always say I'm going to do it and I don't. And I said, well, let me join this challenge and do this as well. So I got it done and it was a very good situation for me and I hope it is for you as well. So it's not just about all the other things. It's bring the family together, having some fun and eat some good food. That's always a good thing, right? That's always a good thing. Okay, and for our father fave, since we're in the cooking mood, I found these, God, I'm taking you to the website while I'm at it. I found these last year, I believe. Yeah, I think it's last year I found them because I've been in the mood of creating. Now, what is going on here? Okay, there you go. I've been in I think 2 years ago, I decided, oh, I want to try because I love croissants. And we went to France and everything. We got a lot of those. And I said, I want to try to make it. So I went through the whole process and it's fun, but it's not hard. It's just that there's a lot of layering and processing and you fold and you wait a couple hours, you come back again, you fold again, and all that stuff. And it's a lot going on. So I was like, in the middle of the holidays, it's like, oh, I don't think I can do it last year. So I said, let me see. And then I found these things at Whole Foods, y'all, because every Christmas I have to go to Whole Foods because there's some things you get in the other grocery stores, but there's some things you have to get there, like because we do a lot of international stuff, and there's certain ingredients you cannot find in the regular store, so you have to go there. It's a little more expensive, but I love the store anyway. So I usually go there, and I went there one time, and I know I had to make croissants, and I saw these. They were the frozen, ready to make. Like they make them in their own bakery, the store bakery. So it's not like you're buying it from somewhere else, but they make they put the dough, everything together like it is, and they freeze it. And you buy it and you just pop it in the oven. They give you directions, everything to make it. And I was like, oh my God. And they had the chocolate croissants, which is what I think they call it, what do they call it? Pain de chocolat, I think is a French for it. They had the chocolate croissants, which I love. I mean, I get those at Starbucks all the time. And I was like, oh my God, they have those here. And they have the regular size and they have the mini size. So I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe they have this here. I don't think they had it all the time because I always go and I've never seen it. I think the first time I saw it was last year. And I got some again this year for Thanksgiving. And I'm telling you, it will save you a ton. And it's the real thing. It's the real deal. It's really good. And you just bake it yourself and you of the oven you can buy, but they come in fours. The large sizes come in fours, and the minis come in eights, I think. And you can get the large and the minis in the regular croissants and the chocolate croissants. And they have a lot of other things too in the little freezer department in their bakery department. I absolutely love it. I said I got to share this with you in our baking challenge. So if you're trying to bake some stuff for the holidays and you may be like, well, we want to get this stuff done, but we can't bake everything. let me tell you something. Just go there, pick it up, bake it, and you'll have it in like 20 minutes, and you'll be able to serve your family and enjoy the goodness of the food. Okay. So you're welcome. That's all I have to say. And they have other things too. I think I saw turnovers, and I think they have scones as well. And I mean, it's just fresh and ready to go. So I'm like, oh well, so that will help cut down the time and the things you got to do. Because let me tell you something. I'm one of them people, I want to make a whole bunch of stuff and have all the stuff I want to make. And then I get down to it and I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot, and you end up cooking all through Christmas. But we work it out well where we're not totally worn out, but it can be a lot. So I thought I would share that with you guys. So it's at Whole Foods. And our Father faith today is we always have to share our stock. We have to try to give some stocks. We got to give things to people. You don't just give the gift of spending, you give the gift of ownership. Okay. And I love that a lot. So Whole Foods, but if you know Whole Foods Market, they were bought over by Amazon a couple years ago. And that works for me because if you're a Prime person, I'm Prime. Prime, when you're a Prime member, you get 30%. Is it 30% off? I think it's 30% off whenever you buy groceries in Whole Foods. So that's another reason why I kept my Prime membership. So you don't just get the Prime for the Prime videos. You don't just get the free shipping from their website. You don't just they have some new thing now where you can see movies, like movies that are coming out. You can go there for free, I think, and they give you popcorn and everything with your Prime membership. But you can also get to go to Whole Foods and get discounts. And they also have, I think they have their own, I'll leave this in my board. They have their own store now, Amazon Fresh. I just saw one in Alexandria, Virginia. I just saw it a couple of weeks ago, but a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, oh my God, it's huge. So they have their own supermarket as well. So I think you get 30% of I think it's 30. I don't think it's 3%. I think it's 30. If I do say so myself, but anyway. But yeah, that's what you get there. So with your Amazon, you get 30% off every time you shop at Whole Foods. And that is, believe me, comes in handy, especially, yeah, they have a little priceation, but their stuff is amazing. So you get quality there. But anyway, so you go to Whole Foods, what you do is when you're on this, so we're on the website, we're in Amazon right now, and they have all their different things there. And sometimes it's up here. I just saw it. Groceries, you go to Whole Foods right here. And for me, I have different locations. They ask you for the location that's nearest to you. And then you just go in and they do delivery and they do free pickup. And I usually do pickup because the stores are kind of far from me. But and then I think, where do you put it? Yeah, right here, you're going to see your Whole Foods Market. Whenever you select Whole Foods, whatever you select, the search engine is going to tell you right here. So you go right in here. You put your search and you type in croissants. I just put croissants and it comes up, whatever comes up. Okay. And then you scroll down and you see right here, you have the ones that are baked already. And then you have these. See these? You can take and bake, these are the minis and these are the whole ones. And they come out really big. I mean, they're really good. And then you can get it baked or you can bake it yourself. And that's the chocolate croissants. And that's the minis. And here are the wholes. Thank you I don't say thank you. You're welcome. And in advance, I'm going to take that from you guys. So, I mean, that has been a life changer. I got it for Thanksgiving. Not sure if I'll get some for Christmas, but I may, because I love chocolate croissants. And I'm like, they taste like the real thing. I do believe that the Americans, one thing I can say about croissants here, there's a little difference between the French. There's a little more firmness in the French croissants to the American croissants. The only thing I could say, they taste the same, but that's the one thing I could say. I'm not sure why that is, but I love them just the same. So and there are other things they have as well. They have scones, like I told you, and they have turnovers, and it's like a big freezer. They have a lot of stuff in them. As a matter of fact, people must be catching on because when I went last time for Thanksgiving, but I went to one Alexandria. You should go to Tyson's. When I went there, it was like it was almost empty. Like there was like about what? If there were 5 items, probably that's a lot. It was almost empty. So I'm thinking that people are catching on because for the holidays, you cook so much. I mean, for me, I cook and I try to cook the little fancy stuff because you don't cook the fancy stuff all the time. So I try to make it a little fancy in the holidays, a little special situation. And so you go for all the things that you would normally do every day. And so I tried that and I was like, let me tell you something. It will add a little oomph to your situation for the holidays. So that's it. Amazon.com. I think they have the website, WholeFoods.com, but when you get on there, I think you get directed somewhere or the other to Amazon Prime because it's owned by it's owned by Amazon. So go on there, you can purchase it, you can go pick it up. You can have them delivered to you if there's delivery in your area. And let me tell you something, there's a lot of other amazing things, but that's just my special situation I'm sharing with you for the day, because I just think it's just amazing, because I love croissants. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I don't have to bake it from scratch. As much as I love the process. See, I love to figure out how things are made. And so that's something I like. But I was like, during the holidays, it can get a little hectic. And I was like, okay, we need to cut some corners here to get some things done. And that works perfectly. So I want to thank you. No, I want to say you're welcome in advance. And I thank Amazon and I mean Whole Foods in advance. I've been thanking them since I saw that. I was like, oh my God. So for the holidays, I'm always going over there and trying to see what special something they have that could cut my little cooking situation down by a few minutes, So every little bit helps. Okay. And then, of course, for the stock, it's Amazon, and it's AMZN is their stock symbol. Very good stock. If you want it, they are one of the top stocks to invest in right now. Yesterday they were 227 and 46 cents per share. Today, let me see what they're at. I mean, you can't go wrong. They're 230, 293. So they went up a bit today, and they even went down a little bit too. So they went up a bit today. They have very good value, no dividends though. So you can't get dividends from them. Very good value, very stability. They've been there for a while. As we can see, Amazon is everywhere. So they're there for a minute. And then they have options though. They don't have the dividends, but they have options. So 2 out of 3, very good situation. And again, you don't go rush into buying, because it's how you can do fractional shares or just put them on your watch list. But for sure, they're in the top. They're the top, one of the top stocks right now, top companies right now in the ETFs. They're in there as well. So you can really, it's a strong buy, 67% strong buy, 27% regular buy, just a buy. So it's good, is not underperforming, has some holdability, and it will bring some increase to your portfolio. So Amazon, AMZN, put them on your watch list. If you can't do 227 right now, put whatever you can, and just what we do, we're building brick by brick by brick till we get the whole total, and we can get multiple shares. See, that's the whole goal. When you build, you get multiple shares, and you can grow your portfolio and bring increase to your family and bring increase to anyone you plan to bring in. Because once you get your situation increase, you can give to others and be a blessing to others. So that's our December 16th Christmas baking challenge situation. I hope you still have some hours to have some fun. If you can do the baking today, you could plan to bake. Like there's some things you can say, well, family, we're going to gather sometime during the holiday. You get it together and you create your own challenge and you keep it going. So it doesn't have to be today, but at least if you don't get it done today, plan to have it done sometime during the holiday. You can even get it done for the new year. But it just brings unity and just a togetherness in your family when you get to do things together and you get to do these projects together and you get to bring people together probably have never been together before. And you could probably even do it during the holidays when your family comes over, like Christmas Eve or whatever. Just decide we're going to have a challenge. I saw one the other day and it was so good. And it just brings a whole different vibe to the holidays, and everyone is happy. And everyone gets to enjoy some good food. Okay. So this is what it is. Thank you all for being with us. I hope you just keep on enjoying the holidays, doing stuff with your family. Make it a fun time. Don't make it any kind of a miserable situation, because the joy of the Lord is what? Your strength. And we get to celebrate Jesus. And that should always be a beautiful situation. There's nothing about that should be any kind of depression. And if you're having situations, talk to someone. If you're having difficulty, talk to someone. Get in your word, get in prayer, put some music on, get a little tree if you have to in your house, light up your house. Because you're not having family over, or you're probably in the city and you're working, doesn't mean it has to be a dreary situation, or you can do it by yourself. Okay? Because you by yourself, Jesus came for you by yourself. And you're a situation because God says you are. You're empowered value. So empowered value. Oh, just some people, what they do is if they're sitting in their family, they have like a friend situation. They invite all their friends and people they know and say, come over to my house and let's eat and have dinner. And that way you're giving to others and you're taking the focus off yourself and all the situation and focusing it on God and how good he is and what he's done for you. And we're keeping it the wonderful situation for the entire year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So keep it going. Enjoy yourself. And remember to have what? Father conversations. Bye-bye.